I'm Stuart Thompson, editor of Digital TV Europe. I'm here with Steve Oetegenn, who's president of Verimatrix. Steve, OTT, DRM, we've heard a lot about over the years. DRM landscape is very fragmented, and that's a challenge. How big a challenge is it, and what currently is the situation with supplying OTT services because of fragmented DRM?
So it's actually become an ever-increasing challenge. We have a plethora of different devices, different networks, and actually different browsers. So there are so many permutations of support required in order to deliver true premium content on multiple devices. And in actual fact, recent surveys have shown us that around about 70% of operators that have attempted to build their own in-house multi-DRM solution have eventually gone back to basics and come to mainstream operators such as Verimatrix to provide the solution as they start to understand that it's an ongoing program, it's not just a one-off project.
Now, I know you recently launched a product called Multi-Rights Plus. Can you tell us a little bit about the market need that addresses?
So Multi-Rights Plus is specifically targeted at the pure play OTT operator, and it provides a full end-to-end security solution from Verimatrix, but it also includes things like forensic watermarking and something called federated rights management, which enables an operator to supply wholesale retail type of deployments with the addition of some very fine-tuned analytics capabilities. So it's a full end-to-end suite that really enables monetization of the operator service.
Now, looking at UHD, particularly over OTT platforms and services, how big a challenge or a barrier are security concerns to the launch of UHD services?
Well, UHD by nature is very high value content. There's a specification that was provided by Movie Labs a couple of years ago, and that specification for the delivery of high value UHD and probably some HDR content, for example, clearly specifies that one must use forensic watermarking and one should use a so-called trusted execution environment. So really it's tightening the security envelope on for the use of UHD content. And obviously the challenge with OTT is that it's on the web. So anyone who can actually receive that particular piece of content has access to attempt to compromise it. So they've been very, very stringent about those requirements.
Now, I know you mentioned watermarking. What demand is there currently for watermarking solutions, and what really is driving that demand?
Primarily at present, what we're seeing are early release window type of deployments where some of the major operators are actually offering high-value UHD content very shortly after theatrical release, whereas in the past, home video release windows have been considerably later than theatrical release. And obviously that means that they're actually shrinking the monetization window, if you like, and they're relying on being able to really monetize that home video theater release window and consequently mandating a much higher level of security.
Now, you also mentioned data analytics. Are service providers looking to make use of the data analytics capabilities of platforms such as your own, and what are they prioritizing?
Well, from a Verimatrix perspective, we supply a highly secure platform that can be utilized to actually channel the data that's required in a very secure fashion, potentially, depending on local legislation, also anonymized, etc., highly secure delivery. And then the operator is able to choose the analytics solution that they require. And that can be a myriad of things. It can be performance monitoring, CDN monitoring, quality of experience monitoring, recommendation engines. So analytics means many things to many different people. And then on top of that, the operator may be looking to monetize the data that they're actually collecting. But again, you have to take very careful notice of local legislation and privacy issues when you're dealing with that type of sensitive data. And that's where Verimatrix comes in as the security partner of choice. And the operator is able to plug in whatever analytics solution they're requiring.
Steve, thanks very much.
Thank you, Stuart. Pleasure.